Some absolutely fantastic pull going on today. What do you make of it all, Stevie?
Yeah, I think we've had what people would consider as shocks. Some of the top seeds have gone out. I don't know if 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Gareth's probably the only one of the top end seeds that's still left in. Corey's not far behind. But Mark Farnsworth's gone, Liam Dunster's gone, Mark Boyle's gone. So are we going to have a new fresh-faced winner, or is it going to be someone like Gareth Hibbett to go and get himself a third IPA world title? Could be one of these two guys. I think, am I right in saying Clint's a former world champion?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, I believe he is. So he'll be going for 2-time as well. And Lee Shepherd, I think one of Lee's biggest problems over the last while, as much as he knows he's a good player, maybe doesn't believe he's at the very top. And what you look at Michael Rhodes, he won the world title, but he probably felt he won it at a time where he didn't feel he was out there earning his stripes, so it came out of nowhere. I think if someone like a Lee Shepherd was to win it, it would probably take him up a few levels.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I did watch the interview that he did with Michael, and it was one of them where he'd changed a few things in his life and off the drink and what have you, and it does do good things for you. And obviously he's gone and won the title, and I think he mentioned about he didn't know if to be humble or, you know, he gets in pubs and it'll be like, oh, he's world champion, you know. But like he said at the end, he said you just got to take it in your stride.
Yeah, it's one of the healthy body, healthy mind type things, isn't it? And obviously Michael did that last year. These two guys, I want to say they're a picture of health because nobody ever really knows, but two guys that are always, I think they're always on the practice table. I know Clint's been playing a lot of different styles of Cuesports over the last while, which is fantastic for him, and I hope he's enjoying it and getting a little turn out of it. That's what we're all trying to make our way. And Lee, he just loves the game. He loves the IPA, he loves the game of blackball, and I think any two of these guys would be a worthy winner in this match, never mind the full tournament. So this should be a cracker, and I'm delighted that Shoot's joining me, mate.
Yeah,
it's been a wee while.
Yeah, I'd say about 3 months, 4 months. Last event I did on the IPA was Coventry.
Coventry, that's right.
Yeah, it was an emotional day really, but I had the pleasure of commentating on the semi-final and final of the Open that obviously Monarch won, beat Hibbert, and then Gio in the final. And yeah, just that drive home was quite emotional, but I knew it had to. I knew in my head that I had to just take a break, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm delighted to come and see everyone, and like I said to you earlier, I'm happy watching. It's a pleasure commentating, and I hate playing. Maybe one day, Stevie, I'll come back.
Yeah, that's it. Once you get that little bit of fire in your belly, mate, it'll be good to have you back. We've got two guys on the table right now that I don't know if anyone, when you're really getting the buzz and you're starting to get there in the game, there's people that do love it. I speak to a lot of the guys that have been at the top end for a number of years, and normally they say to you, this is my last year, this is my last year, this is my last year, and then you see them again. But yeah, I think deep down we all love the game. It's just when you lose that kind of hunger and desire to go and play it and put the time in, and like we just spoke about, some things are just more important, and that's life.
Yeah.
Well, chance here early doors for Clint.
I believe it was a Sheppy dry break.
Yeah, it was, wasn't
it? So this for a 1-0 lead for Clint. He's took them out nicely, to be fair.
Yeah, the 8 ball was hanging over the middle pocket from the start. If that goes in, Lee gets another crack, but Clint he played a good shot to open them up, the two yellows at the top. Wanted to win the top right corner, opened the other two up, and he's, as you say, he's taking them well.
And I mean, Clint's been around a long time, hasn't he, at the top, and like you said, he's tried different Cuesports, and he's just an all-rounder for me.
He is.
I've known Sheppy for quite a long time. County used to play against them, and he's played one of our good friends that sadly passed away not too long ago in December for money a couple of times. And everyone speaks highly of him.
Yeah.
Of Sheppy, and he's a decent guy, an all-round guy.
Yeah, two good lads. Two very good IPA pros, and there's that shot we were talking about there, just a pot kick early doors, and then another cute little shot to Cannon the red, and he picked him apart pretty well, mate.
Yeah, it's what top players do, isn't it? But they're more consistent at doing it. I mean, just having seen that replay there, Stevie, the shot before the black, it did have a wobble.
Yeah, had a little wipe of its feet, but it got there. And Clint Jansen will break off in frame number 2. If that's the standard that we're expecting for the full match, this is going to be an epic encounter, that's for sure.
Darren doing a fine job.
Yeah, as always.
As all the referees.
He was saying to me, he's like, he said, I'm never really a fan of black and white. And I said, it's probably my fault. I said, because I think that you maybe should be wearing something like the wrestling referees. I said, WWE, the black and white. I said, it's synonymous with different sports and stuff. I said, but in a different design. I said, I'm not taking the blame for, they might have come up with that idea on their own. He says, no, I actually love them.
Yeah.
It's really, it looks, but
looks smart.
It sets the referees apart as well.
I believe that's another dry break, is it, Stevie?
Really is. Caught them okay. Nothing really close to a pocket. So, what has he left a chance? Maybe the red to the right middle. But the red at the top end is in all kinds of trouble. So,
yeah, there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, nothing straightforward here. You see that quite a lot, Adam. People, players should I say, they try and use that extension early if they've got something to work out, and then they kind of go from there. So Lee doing that, but he's now starting to run out of time.
To be fair, Steve, I'm not one of those people, but I do feel that you would benefit from it more.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than not calling your extension, getting down to 6, 5, 4 seconds, and then calling it, and then have to rethink what you're doing. So I get why they're calling it early. You think, well, I've got a minute to work my pattern out, sort of thing.
And that's a big part of it when you think about, as soon as the beeps start to come, and you've been there yourself, you've been on that, in that situation, it can add that little bit of pressure, and then when you're calling that extension, then having to go again. So it does make sense. But there's loads of players that have been guilty of doing what we spoke about there, and there will be again.
Yeah.
I think he can use the red here just to hold.
I think so. No, he's gone safe. I get it. Maybe he couldn't hold.
Yeah.
Angles can be deceiving.
It's not the worst. Yeah, it looked to me like he could maybe just slide off the red a little bit of check side and just hold off the cushion, but yeah, not a bad shot.
Did it touch?
Yeah, the cue ball went off the cushion, didn't it? After sliding off the red.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. I was just looking at the red that was closest to.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah, he actually had me thinking there. Did it? And then, yeah, slid off the red, off the cushion and into that gap, so.
So, obviously, Clint's played that decent shot, and it's made a mistake from Sheppy. And these are all there, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are. Yeah, coming downstairs early.
Perfect, Stevie. But it's quite amazing to see just how perfect the top players get.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lee was hoping to get a little bit of luck and cover the red at the top left. Because he played a great shot. He's put him in trouble. And all of a sudden, he's played a slack one there. Didn't get out as far as he would have liked. Should still be okay, but yeah, he's having to go up top. he was always going to have a shot, but
Yeah.
he's having to kind of just reroute as he goes. Should be 2-0.
Should, and I believe it'll be back to the Clint's break.
Yeah, Clint to break off. No, it should be Lee's break. I think Lee broke first, and then was the black over the pocket, wasn't it? So.
Sorry, yeah, my mistake. And it's just one of them, Steve, where I've seen it happen before, where the guys, one of the players gone 2-0 up, it's your opponent's break, they've gone in off or it's dry again, and then the next frame's been dished. So you've just lost 4-0. Like, it's like the pool gods are not with you, you know.
I think the thing with sets play as well, you are never beat, but as you say, you make that one mistake or something doesn't go your way, you get punished more than once.
Yeah.
And when it's just short races to 4, all of a sudden the set's gone.
He's finding it a little bit trickier, Steve, because he's off angle with this red.
Yeah. I'll cut this back into the middle.
Does look thin, but I don't think he has to be wary of the white. Just needs to pot the black. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, good shot. Clint Jansen 2 up. Lee Shepherd, he had a half a chance. And as I said, maybe could have slid off that red. It's hard to see when you're not at the table. The angle that we had looked possible, but I think I have to give Lee credit and think if it did, and it was possible, I think he would have maybe played it and then just taken them out. So I have to think it was a bit too much, and he's ended up letting Clint back to the table, and all of a sudden he finds himself 2-0 down, set number 1. These two guys looking at a place, or looking for a place in the semi-final. Corey Reese, he's been a man on fire this week. He's 1 set up in this one. We'll keep you updated on that. I can't tell you, Anthony Monarch is 2 frames ahead in set number 1 against Dan Davey as well. I'll keep you posted.
Dry, Stevie.
Oh, a couple of balls did try, top and middle. And this is a chance once again for Clint. Yeah, this is a great opportunity.
It is. And if Clint can manage to take these out, it falls on his break for the set. I mean, I watched Sheppy's game against Farnsworth, and Sheppy must have had 5 or 6 in-offs.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Steve, I've never seen Mark miss so much in a set, in the first set.
It's a funny old game.
It is.
Lee didn't feel like he played anywhere near his best, and I think a lot of players will think that, even when they have played quite well. They'll consider the fact that I've won the game, but it was scrappy. And Ben Davies was actually speaking to me before coming in, and he said, Steve, he said, I've watched myself back loads of times after thinking that I've played maybe not so good, and then I look back and go, I actually played okay. Those frames were scrappy. I've played a great shot there. I've done just what you have to do to hang in. I think the standard that you set yourself, you probably never ever meet those standards. Like Sheppy said, he didn't feel right at it, but I don't believe anybody that's not at it beats Mark Farnsworth, so
no.
He must have played well.
Yeah. And sometimes when you have scrappy frames, it can sort of get away with you, because you think, it's took that long, but he must have played the right choices, the right shots at the right time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the wrong choice, and you think, well, that's game over, you know, next frame. But that's how good these top boys are. Make a mistake, get punished.
Yeah, I actually can't believe. I didn't think he was on that gap. That is a fantastic bit of stuff. On and off the cushion. Clint Hansen 3-0. He's back on that gap again if the yellow was still there. Clint will be breaking for the set here. It's been a quick fire 1-0. That's the thing that stands out to me, Adam. Even though a lot of people would look at it and say, right, I'm 3-0 down. He's going to break off. Yeah. The set's gone. To me, that's not the case. If you can come back from a set behind, 2 sets behind, you can come back from 3-0 in any match, as you know.
100%.
You know that so well. So, young Anthony Monarch takes another one. This young man, very rare talent. Quarter-finals last year, Dean Shields beat him. He then goes on and does the double in Coventry, as you said.
Absolutely fantastic achievement.
I remember speaking to him after it, and we did the interview, and he just kept saying speechless, and he was throwing the microphone all over the place with his hand, but he just shrugging his shoulders. He didn't know what to say, and he's just such a down-to-earth kid. He's got so much ability, but he's got so much likability as well, and it's it's a pleasure to have him. It's a pleasure to have him on the tour, on the IPA. Everything about him just screams authentic. It's good to see him here, and he's winning. He's cruising again, so he's put him 3-0 up against Dan Davey. So,
who's no mug.
Exactly.
He's one of my favourite players to watch, is Dan.
Some break this. And then the yellow that the cue ball hit goes in.
The skill on that, Stevie, eh? Look at that, it's just... Yeah, Clint was like, no bother, I'll roll it across the...
Yeah, that's it.
The rail.
Let's keep it interesting.
And look at these. The first set, Stevie.
Absolutely incredible.
And that's the other thing as well, like, you still got to get them.
Of course.
They look easy, but when you're doing it, it does make it that little bit harder.
It was actually something Mark Boyle said a number of years ago to me. He went, Stevie, everybody goes on about the break, and they want to change the break, and they want to change the rule after the break, because it suits the best players and give us a chance. And he said, you would think that when you broke the balls, that the balls just all potted themselves. You still have to go and pot them. And he is right. There's a lot of good players out there, Adam, and you know a few of them that have really good breaks. They're not winning world titles. They're not winning IPA titles or any other organisation's titles. They're not winning local titles because they've got a good break. You still have to play the game.
Yeah.
I think some people forget that part.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a lot of quality players in. And I mean, it just begs the question, how lucky is a break?
Yeah.
So, you know, you see Dave down pub who just picks up a cue, doesn't think about controlling it, just hits it, gets 5 off break, and then you get a professional, I don't know, like Mark Farnsworth.
Yeah.
Who people say that maybe he does struggle with his break, but obviously we both know if Mark gets a ball off his break, he's dynamite.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know, I'd like to think I've got a decent break, but that's probably because I've got that 20 stone behind me. But yeah, I think there's an element of control and an element of luck.
Oh, that's nice. I like the way he played that. And a lot of people watching are maybe thinking that he was going to check it in. And I was thinking at the start myself, when I seen him winding up, I knew he was playing left-hand side 2 cushions because he had to slow the cue ball down. If he plays it with check side straight down, he might lose the cue ball, make things a bit more difficult. What a fantastic shot by Clint Hansen. I mean, the break was a bit unorthodox. He landed with a chance, but what a shot that was. Seems easy to everyone, I can assure you. Controlling it the way he did was not easy. And it's
Fantastic
1-0.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's Lee Shepherd doing the correct thing. going away, getting himself a little bit of breathing space for a few moments. You get to see this shot, even just a little clip of it, just where he landed there, absolutely fantastic. And the reason for it, guys, is to control the pace on the cue ball. If he just checks straight back, it's a lot more difficult. Plus, the fact that there's a number of reds in there. There's one of the Scottish ladies, Yvonne Ewing, doing what the Scottish ladies do. A little bit of fudging against another Scottish lady, Ashley O'Neill. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, what a hit. And I cannot believe it didn't drop. No wonder Yvonne is laughing. You think to yourself, if you even clip it, it's going to drop. Wow. Now, Yvonne, what snooker can you pull out now? That wasn't... I cannot believe that ball didn't drop. Here we have it once again. Double kiss. What? I think it might have been frozen, and it might have been the reason why. Maybe a little gap, but we're back now. We're here, guys, at the Supreme Pool IPA World Championships. High-Vis Media Group giving us all this fantastic coverage here. Doing a wonderful job. Supreme Pool striking 861. Armouth Pro Cups on board sportswear. We really are spoiled, and a team from EBS been here all week. Without that support and without these guys, you don't get to see what you are right now. Another fantastic break. And another absolutely incredible chance for Clint Jansen. The red balls are in play. And Clint with another monster break at him.
They look class, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, if he's hitting the break as good as that, and he continues to do that, Lee Shepherd might start to feel a little bit anxious in his chair, because you just want opportunities, you just want to get to the table. Anthony Monarch 3-0 in front, as we mentioned, against Dan Davey. Dan with a fantastic performance against Matt Steeper not so long ago, guys. You had that on your screens. But now, Clint Jansen is putting on a bit of a clinic so far. Young Harry Peart in the background, played against Robert Stephen previous to this match. Absolutely fantastic lad, brilliant player, and we'll be seeing his name for many, many years. Struggling to see where he goes wrong here. Probably the 8 ball is the only one that was slightly awkward.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it goes into the when we look at it, the middle.
Yes, yeah, middle right and maybe bottom right.
I'd imagine he'll take it in the right middle though. Unless he can just swing round and come somewhere roughly in the area where the white ball is now.
See, I think when he played that red to the bottom right, it looked like he was trying to get the two of them away, get the skill shot, get both of them in, and then this shot here he would just be pulling the cue ball back and then bumping the black to the bottom right hand corner. But I'm not sure he meant for that red, because the pace he played it at, normally if you're going to play that kind of plant to keep one over the bag, you don't play it with that kind of pace. But we'll see what he's thinking here. He might bring the cue ball all the way down. That's okay. That's okay. Can he just drag this in? That's the question. brought it all the way around, Adam. Back to where I mentioned
Exactly
a moment
what I
ago.
said, just a little bit too far, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's it. So like you said, maybe if he's down just below the middle pockets line, he's absolutely perfect. So
just pop the ball on this one.
yeah,
I think. Looks like he's screwing it.
yeah, good shot, good finish. He's breaking like an absolute machine. So there's not much Lee could have done up to now, to be fair.
No. I think for Lee, it's about that mental state now.
Yeah. Red ball. So Gareth Hibbett. People often ask me, who's got the best break, Stevie? Whose break do you like? And I say, Gareth.
Yeah.
That is a weapon. I've watched that man breaking this probably more than anyone else on this earth. Honestly, he's just... And again, it's one of them, you might be able to break well, but it doesn't guarantee you the finish. He's just that good. But the break he has is, yeah, it's second to none. The Mark Boyle cup break's probably the best cup break I've ever seen.
100%, yeah. And I bet there's thousands of people trying to
yeah.
imitate that.
It's going to be dry again.
Surely not.
Paul Hartness just peeking round the corner. It's like a Where's Wally type thing there, isn't it?
Oh, he's a lovely guy,
yeah,
Paul.
Where's Hartgate? What does Lee have to do? What's he got to change, Adam?
It's a lonely place, isn't it? When you're not getting balls off your break and you're not really getting them chances. I don't think it can get much worse for Lee at the minute, but make no mistake, it can switch, it can turn.
Yeah.
The race is to 4. It's a good format. They're both talented people.
It's one of the reasons why I love the sets format. Last year, Renzi was here and he was not saying overly doubting it, but it wasn't his overriding preference. And after that kind of week panned out in the final with Ben and Rhodesy and everything that went on, and he said to me, yeah, has to be sets. This is different, and it's different class.
Yeah.
Because it can go one way then the other. For instance, 4-0, if it's a race to 8 and Clint's 4-0 up, 5-0 up it would be, Lee's probably gone. But the fact that he can just, that set's gone, we start again, we reset, and I think that's what makes it so different and so exciting. Needs a good contact here. It's not the worst. If he can slip past the red just now.
I don't think he can, Stevie.
Oh.
I think he's got problems. However, it will double. So maybe use 1 or 2 of these other yellows to get perfect on it.
I tell you what, the red that is just above the middle might be creating a kind of big bag.
Yeah. So for me, Stevie, he'll play the yellow in the middle, and then use the last yellow to get closer to the 8-ball spot, and play the yellow into that middle bag, and your white swings around. But obviously, I'm not Clint.
Yeah, that goes for the two of us, mate.
I think he's
you're spot on.
Potentially looking at that bottom left.
I would rather leave it to last.
Yeah.
Just because then you've not really got a major positional shot to play. You just bang the double in, come round. Maybe he thinks he can.
Is he double it? Like I said, is he doubling it to bottom left?
I don't think it does double to the bottom.
Top left, as you see on your screens. I think it's tight, Stevie.
Yes.
He's not cutting that back, is he?
No, surely not. I don't even think he's.
It must be close, surely.
This view there, it looks like it might double. Oh, he's actually missed it on the high side.
Yeah.
Maybe if he's slightly lower, it hits the red. I don't know. I don't know how far it missed the red by, but I thought the better shot was into the middle. I liked your shot, and the minute you said it, it just.
I just felt you could control it more, Stevie. That's all. But anyway, chance for Sheppy.
Yeah.
He definitely needs this on the board. I think Sheppy's one of them people that he's very passionate about the game.
Yeah, loves it.
And you can tell. You know, a lot of people you can't. Obviously, Dunstey can't tell what he's feeling, thinking. But with Sheppy,
Fantastic
he wears
shot.
his heart on his sleeve.
He really does. He loves the game. He's passionate about it. He wants to grow, and he wants to see himself do well for the effort and the time that he puts in. And there's nothing wrong with that. And he wants to wake up every day doing something that he loves and playing pool. And so having the table outside, doing his social media, all these kind of things. And I know he's got a lot more going on in life, but he really does absolutely love playing the game. He loves being around it. And the fact that his wife is playing the game as well now, Louise, is absolutely fantastic.
That 2P's in a pod.
Yeah. She was on the screen earlier during we went to a different table, and I says that, oh, there's the pint house. I mean the pint-sized powerhouses. I was like, sorry about that. She's not got a different name just because she's a wife, but yeah, there she's there on the screen, just next to Elite.
So we had a few cheers and a Sheppy with the fist pump there.
Yeah,
he managed to get a frame on the board.
Yeah, something tells me that wasn't what Dan was playing there. Super thin cut, stretching over the table. He's 3-1 behind. So the young man, Anthony Monarch, known as the Monk. I wonder if he knows the original Monk. You remember the Monk in Mean Machine? It was Jason Statham. He was the goalkeeper. Remember that? We've got a young goalkeeper for the football team up the road, and it's a long story, nothing to do with us. But just when I think of the Monk, I think of that young man, and then now we've got our very own Monk here on the IPA, young Anthony Monarch. Dan Davey up against it, mate.
Yeah. I mean, it's half a chance for Anthony here.
He had a look at that yellow. Don't know if it passes the red, so it might be awkward. It might not be as straightforward as it looks. But Clint Jansen is going to give us one more of these hammer breaks. But it's dry. Has that double miss, and there's Paul Hartness hanging around that corner again. What's he like?
Beeping Paul.
That's his new nickname. I think his nickname was Diego. I've never actually asked him what that was about. Maybe Maradona was his hero, I don't know. But is this one of the moments Clint misses that double? As you mentioned in the first set, you sometimes get punished for these things more than once.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the best of positional shots, and I think you saw the expression on Sheppy's face.
I didn't like him playing it so soft, Adam, because I'm thinking to myself, even if he travels another 1.5 feet, he's got a shot. If he lands even another ball past it, he's got a lot of shots. Just under hitting it was probably the only way that you could land awkward. Good recovery.
Fantastic recovery, that Stevie.
So he's got a little bit of work still to do.
He's got another long one, hasn't he?
He's down quick. Cued it lovely. So the red, just you see on your screen between the black and yellow, just below the line, there's the one kind of awkward ball. The one on the cushion could be used, Adam, just to slide it in.
Yes, I think he might punch off this to get over to the other side, Stevie.
Yeah, so this is...
Keep rolling. He's okay.
I think he wanted the angle, but he would have liked to be a bit closer so he can maybe drift towards the 8-ball. Yeah. Just inside it would be perfect.
So I think you'll find...
Does the red go? He's had a look at it there. I don't think so.
I think he's got too much angle. So I think you might find maybe nudging close to the black here Do you
Lovely.
see the slide though?
Oh, look at the 8-ball. Yeah, catching it full in the face would have been perfect, but as soon as you catch any side of it, if it was the other side, he would have been snookered. Unfortunately. Yeah, he's in a world of trouble now. Well, he's found a shot here, possibly in off the yellow. It won't be easy.
I think, yeah, if he can get up there, Steve, I think he can punch it.
Yep. It wasn't easy because he's having to hold at the same time. Big crowd in the background there. That is really all go, as you know, Adam, at these World Championships. And you find, even though we've got the arena around here, there's so much quality pool happening on all the tables, so they try and find themselves somewhere in the middle so they can see everything, and it really is fantastic. I think the yellow, just next to the black, it looks like it goes from the screen that we can see, so the overhead does look a bit tighter, but I think it goes. I think the fact that Clint is just potting away, yeah, you can see from that angle. He's going to just nudge it anyway and make sure, but that's slightly awkward now.
Yeah, not the best shot from Clint there.
I think it went. I understand why he's nudged it, because he's looking for a ball to get on the other one, but yeah. Is it a glimmer of hope, or is it just a little blip on the way to a big finish here from Clint Jansen? I don't know if that's the right angle to get where he needs to get. You can tell me, Adam.
Yeah, like he's pointing his cue, so you're going to swing round off 4 off this and try and get through the gap.
You know, he's not even looked at where the cue ball is right now. The yellow below the black does go from anywhere there. If he could get himself on that line. He didn't look.
Putting the other side on. No.
So he's coming down to this angle. He might end up really close to this yellow. That's a result. That's a result. What, the skill shot?
Yeah, it's a shot.
Yeah, why not? Massive shot here to go in front. In the second. Oh, he's played it too hard.
I think he rushed that a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I know he had the timer.
I think for me that shot, just be a little delicate screw and then just keep the cue ball for the yellow into the middle. But listen, there's no exact science on a skill shot. People seem to think that you have to hit them all sorts of certain ways, but in reality, you just have to make sure. Make sure you get the contact directly on the ball you're aiming for, and depending on where the object ball is and the ball over the pocket. But Lee Shepherd goes in front once again in number 2. Yeah, he wanted to clip the black slightly first there. But I think if he watches this back, he might kick himself that he never actually left himself in that kind of area towards the centre of the table. But here's Corey Rees batting away against the Godfather. Corey Rees, 3-1 up against Gareth Hibbett, sitting in his chair there. And the news of Anthony Monarch being 1 set up coming to us as well. So the young monk, as we've mentioned, absolutely flying. And Dan Davey with a mountain to climb, but it is early doors. It's a long way back sometimes, but in the sets format, there's always hope. Lee Shepherd 2-1 up, set number 2. Now, is that
Got a ball, Stevie, but
yeah.
the white ball was travelling, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was in all the way. You seen it when it was in the pocket, Adam, it was spinning. And normally when that little bit of side catches, it just sucks it straight into the pocket. So he's lucky it stayed out. It actually ended up with a little bit of reverse on it, which helped it to stay out. And normally that carries home. There's an argument for both sets here. If he can pop the red in the middle, there's obviously one awkward red. And it goes for the yellow that's just beside that red, so he's opting for yellows and he can run straight into that one. Yeah, that's what he's done.
He's still okay, isn't he? He's a little thinner than he wanted. I think you had an argument for both sets, didn't you?
Yeah, 100%. I understand why he's gone yellows, because his first pot is going to open up the other kind of awkward one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that going to drop? You know, there's a couple of shots, Adam, that he's been playing the kind of cut back, the thin cut back, and they're sliding in off the knuckles, and actually one didn't go over the bag, the one that Clint tried to play the skill shot on, so yeah, he needs to keep an eye on that while he's still at the table.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Yeah, just drop this in. Maybe on and off the bottom cushion. Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, Sheppy. Just don't think you needed to do that.
No, I agree. My first glance was just drop it in, and then I seen him winding up, and I thought, right, go bottom cushion and back out for the yellow, but the 8-ball in the way. And all of a sudden, Clint back at the table.
Like I was saying earlier, Stevie, I think it can be a lonely place when you're not getting much table time and you're making those little errors, and which is quite frustrating for people watching too, because you think, you know how good these talented people are.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen, does it? But I know Sheppy will keep fighting anyway, and he's still well in this set.
Yeah, still in there fighting. This is only to square it up. In Lee's mind there, he's probably thinking, get myself on 3 on the hill, big chance. But unforced errors are the reason why the likes of Liam Dunster and the likes of Clint and the Mark Farnsworths and the Gareth Hibbetts are at the top end of the game for as long as they have, because they make a little bit less mistakes than the rest of us.
Yeah, it's all about consistency, isn't it? I mean, Gareth's been around for about 90 years.
I'm starting to think he's a machine, to be honest. So this frame, and it will be all square in set number 2. A little bit of a gift there, and Clint accepting it with both hands. Things need to change in the case of Lee Shepherd, and this is young Anthony Monarch. One set to the good, and this is the opening frame in set number 2. He's in a bit of a snooker here. Yeah, somehow you always find a pocket.
Yeah.
It's mad. And see, when the balls are over the pocket and you try and go towards them, you don't always get them. It's absolutely incredible. It's like you get some kind of mind block. But a lot of this game, as you know, is played between the ears.
Yeah.
The mind is a incredible thing, and
the great break, Stevie. Where's
he's
that
in
mic going?
Yeah, and he knew it. He knew it straight away.
For me, Steve, I mean, I know obviously we've had 7 or 8 frames, whatever, but it's been all about the breaks.
Yeah.
It really has. Dries, in-offs, absolute monsters.
As soon as it hit the red, Clint was shaking his head straight away. He knew it was close. And just goes to shot. And that's the worst. We all say it. We don't mind if we go straight in off, we've played a bad shot. If we get kicked in off, it's like hell on earth.
Yeah.
And unfortunate for Clint, he's been kicked in off there. We just mentioned it's been all about the breaks, and here's the break throwing another little spanner in there.
Just a little bit of working out to do here, Stevie. Yeah, he's played that well.
Yeah, I actually quite
Very
like
good
that
stuff.
because I was thinking reds were okay. I never noticed the red close to the yellow at the bottom right. So I'm thinking, why is he not just playing the 8-ball out and the red at the same time and taking these reds? He's played a great shot. Yellows every day. Fantastic shot. Opened things up. Made the reds a bit more awkward at the same time.
Yeah, for me, obviously, where the 8-ball was around the yellows would always be my choice. Yeah. So then the next thing you think about is there any on cushions that you could use your free shot for? And he's done exactly that, so just needs to take his time, compose himself.
Yeah, it's all about the pattern that he decides to go here. The yellow next to the red. That's okay. I was going to say, let's not kick anything unless you have to, because they all went, but he's actually okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, for me, it has to be the one closest to the 8-ball spot. Maybe, obviously, use 2 cushions. I'm not sure if he needs a little bit left-hand side just to swing it.
It's all about pace.
See there, look. So just find the gap, Stevie. Just pocket weight for me.
Yeah.
Yellow to the middle.
I actually spoke about that earlier with Mark Boyle, and it's one of these shots. He's played that well, screwing off the cushion. There's a lot of players, Adam, that need to get their cue through the ball. They're not really comfortable in just dropping things in, and we mentioned that bag weight shot. Just drop it, let it fall over the lip, and just get yourself there. But he's played a cracking shot, and that's a good finish.
Very good.
Well, he's one away now, and a chance. He's breaking as well, and he's got a chance to get a set back. And he might think to this point, he's not really been in this match.
No, he hasn't.
It's incredible, and here he can, at this moment, with one good break away from squaring things up.
And as you say that, Stevie, Corey Reese has now took a 2-set lead over Gareth Hibbert.
A few people have mentioned Corey to me. I've had a good chat with him myself a couple of times, but there just seems to be something different, because if the boys in and around the venue, the other pros, are all kind of mentioning him over and over about how good he's playing, the kind of, I think it's his demeanour as he's walking around the table just seems different, and this is actually the first time for Corey he's ever been past the last 32. So, not bad going.
For the calibre of talent.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's one of them.
He's given everything he had into.
Yeah, he really did.
That red. If that red, it does. I mean, red's for me, Stevie.
Yeah.
And again, he just needs to take his time, compose himself, because he's such a talented guy.
Yeah, a few years ago, when he was on one of these phenomenal runs in the amateur tour at the IPA, Lee Shepherd won a couple of events, and then he was by far and away the IPA amateur world #1. He was just incredible. But one of the guys, I have to give him a bit of credit up in Scotland. I came down the stairs in the hotel in Coventry, and Lee had beaten him, Craigie Martin, in the very first round. And I'm coming down the lift, he's going up, and he said, "Stevie, that guy I just played could win the entire event." Wow. I says, "You're joking? Who? After one game? Are you kidding me?" "Oh, come on, Craigie. It's only one game." He went, "I'm telling you." Sure enough, on the Sunday, I'm standing there, giving the guy the biggest round of applause as he lifts the trophy. and then he went on an amazing year. He's in the pro ranks. It's where he's meant to be. He's that much of a talent, but the mistakes have to stop.
Yes.
If he wants to get through and get himself a bit further down the line and wants to really make waves, the unforced errors are going to have to slow down. But he's in control of this frame. Clint try and get... Well,
I think Clint's got away with that a bit, hasn't he?
yeah, he has. Because he's had a go at that.
Yeah.
Which actually surprised me. I thought, get the bag. There's a couple of reds down there. Then just kind of fight and get your other balls into position. But yeah, a bit surprised there. He's got fortunate. Oh, doesn't want it to go. You know, if I'm Lee here, I just want that red out of there.
Yeah, I'd be getting it out now.
Yeah. If Clint Jansen pulls off a worldie from that position, you take your hat off.
Yeah.
All the balls at the top left, the one on the side cushion, yeah, it doubles and things like that, but yeah, it could have been better, but it's not
I
bad.
think he's got a shot to nothing, really. Just play his bad ball on the cushion to double that yellow. He gets that yellow. That's gone in.
Oh.
It's a good shot. I mean, obviously good pot, but I don't think he wanted to pot
No.
that.
I think it was one of them, he's hoping to catch the black, maybe even slide off the red and just get the bag, but
And plays the top bag.
all the way.
Don't think he wanted that in
Yeah.
TV.
Oh, he's running out of balls to try and get another pocket, but
Could he potentially try another skill shot? Or is he going to cover that red?
might play this off the cushion and knock the red across to the top cushion and get the
very
bag
good.
at the same time, so it's not bad. Yeah, not bad.
I was about to say he'll just tap up on this one. So obviously he's got to play the one over the bag. Whether he pots it or not is obviously a different story, but
Yeah, it's... Can he be aggressive here? Like that.
I get it and I don't get it.
No, that's it, because it's... That red now is not going to be a danger because Lee can just take it out.
Big bag now, Stevie.
Yeah. So is Lee going to try and play the cross double and get the black and red out? This is risky. Cue ball. Yeah.
Can sometimes be hard to watch when players play really good shots and it just doesn't come out for them. You see what they're trying to do, but
I also think, Adam, if he's right behind that and he's playing it straight in the face, even though it was a slight big bag, it still wasn't straightforward, so it wasn't an easy shot. Sometimes you have to be patient.
yeah. So I think if Clint wanted to get this yellow out now, and he didn't really have much much work to do if it comes out for him. Just that pattern. Doesn't want to go on the cushion though. That may change his patterns a bit, Stevie.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit overly hard there.
Yeah.
Especially with the yellows over the pockets, Adam. I don't think he had to hammer it the way he did. Is he giving Lee a chance here? If that red goes in the bottom, he's giving Lee a shot. Yeah, the 8 ball's still going to be in a bit of trouble, but this red to the bottom and a skill shot, it's on.
Yeah.
All the way.
White.
Oh my word. That is a sore one. To be fair, he's made some mistakes in this frame. I am so shocked that Clint even gave him a sniff at that, Adam.
Yeah.
But that is some red, and that is really, really harsh. But that's the nature of pool. You've mentioned it. I've mentioned it. You seem to get punished a lot more than just the once when you make a mistake.
So just a simple 3 balls then for Hill on the second set. It's a big frame for Sheppy coming up.
Yeah, Clint will break off with a chance to go 2 sets to the good here. Lee Shepherd, unfortunately, hasn't managed to get that set on the board just yet. He's going to have to rely on Clint Jansen making some kind of mistake.
Yeah, and I mean obviously with it being Clint's break. I mean Clint's hoping for a ball, Sheppy's hoping for an in-off or a drive,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it can go either way. Some of the shots in that frame, it was a mad frame.
Yeah, I mean just this set in general, Steve, I think Sheppy's had a couple of decent chances and just hasn't got over the line with them.
Yeah.
And then obviously he's made 2 really, really good shots.
Yeah.
That just hasn't come out, and the white balls ended up in the pocket. And there's nothing worse playing at this level and going off, because you just don't expect to get back to the table.
Here is Dan Davey, who is 1-0 down in sets and 1-0 behind in frames. Still a long way to go. You don't want to let this young man get too far in front. So Dan is going to have to start chipping away at that. He's got a chance on the reds here. Don't know if the black goes in the top left corner. Might need a bit of help on that, maybe even a double, but he's got a chance, that's for sure. Uh, 2-0 Anthony Monarch. And it is, what you'll see on the screen says last 16, but it is the last 8. That is the quarterfinals, guys.
Scores tied 3 frames all. This is the final frame of the set. Clint Jansen's break. Time running.
Big framing coming then. How's the break, Clint?
He's got one. Does it come with a chance? What a break. What a break. And a decider that is.
Nice, some going. Yeah, I think yellow's for me on this one.
Yeah. It's not too bad. Still a little bit of work to be done.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you'll pop this one now and then... Yeah, sorry, pop this one into the middle. Possibly use the top left one. As he gets on it now. Because, yeah, the yellow will go down to the bottom left.
He doesn't look happy. Maybe he's not on it.
Yeah, I think he wanted to be on the bad one first. Oh, Stevie.
Oh, wait a minute.
Mistake. He's not happy with that, is he? But that break, Stevie.
Absolutely incredible. He's catching them so sweet. He's giving himself opportunities, and it's the reason why he's in front in this match. But that's a mistake that could cost him the set. So, what can Lee Shepherd do to try and hang in at the very least? Clever shot from Clint, because that red now is out of the... Well, you could probably cross double it from a better distance than that, but...
I think he's just tucking up here, Stevie. I think...
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it's a big frame, so... He doesn't want to go in off, though.
He's been there a couple of times.
Maybe we should mention billiards to Sheppy.
Yeah, he could be doing me a couple of billiard lessons.
Yeah, it's a tough frame now for Clint. I feel Sheppy's definitely favourite for this frame. It's a decent shot from Clint.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. He's slightly awkward now. But there's a couple of places that he can maybe at least make it awkward. I think that's the place he's got to try and get to. Just on line with the 8 ball. Oh, it's okay.
Got away with that,
Yeah.
Stevie, I think.
Yeah, he has. It's a right shot he's played, trying to just drift into that gap.
Yeah, without hitting the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clint will just play up to touch this.
To watch the white, Stevie. Watch the white.
Oh, it's missed it.
So, do you go ultra aggressive, like Sheppy's about to do?
He's like, I'll just double this straight into the A2.
Yeah. Oh, he must have hit it,
yeah,
Stevie.
so it did hit it.
Apologies, everyone.
I would love to see that again. I didn't think it hit
Yeah, I
it.
didn't think it hit either.
There we go. Really good angle here. Yeah.
Just clipped, yeah.
Very well done, referee Darren Maidment, because the two guys in commentary are blind. It's a weird one because it did look like the yellow didn't move, and it kind of rocked back into the place it was in. So yeah, just enough to make things awkward. Now, does this yellow pass to the top? Clint's lining it up like it does. Time running down. No, it was always out. clever cue ball. Very, very clever cue ball. Yeah, it's not ideal, Lee. But what I will say is you're at the table, and the alternative sometimes is that you've either lost a frame, a set, or even a match. So he's tried to make the black awkward. I don't know if he's done that. So Clint's face tells me that the black ball probably doesn't go to either of the two bottom bags.
It was a tough shot, that, though, Steve.
Yeah, it really was. I might have been tempted to just hit every ball as hard as I could and see what happened.
Yeah. So, I mean, Clint's going to just roll this through now and find the gap. And I think it goes bottom right.
You might be very much correct. I don't think he's got the full bag, but he shook his head at first, which tells me it's maybe a bit tighter than he would like, but it's a chance to get set number 2 on the board. So here we're going to find out. Oh,
You saw Sheppy tap his leg there.
everyone's eyes are on it. Clint Jansen, 2 sets up.
Wait, and the set, Clint Jansen.
He's good value for his lead.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a scrappy set, that one. Couple of mistakes that have been punished. But Clint's hung in there, he's done what he's had to do. He's been a bit more patient, I think, than Lee. And the 2 balls on the table. That shot, but he's just shaved it enough. And landing on the cushion, pushing through. Really good cueing. And into the heart of the pocket. Didn't look like he had the full bag. Lee Shepherd now well up against it. 2 sets to 0. Can't make any more mistakes. If you want to go all the way, Lee Shepherd, you're going to have to start now. Clint Jansen 1 set away.
Set 3. Lee Shepherd break. Trailing 2 sets to 0.
That clicking noise by the wonderful smart rack actually says to Brian Moss yesterday, I felt like that bit of kit had its own microphone, it was that loud. Wonderful stuff from 8 Ball Direct, the smart rack that we have here. And kicked in off Lee Shepherd. When it rains, it pours.
It's just been one of them matches for Sheppy, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a strange one. He did say to me, like I mentioned at the top of the show, he didn't feel like he was playing anywhere near his best. He felt like he was struggling but scraping through. And I didn't get to see enough. Seen a few frames here and there of the match with Mark. But
Yeah.
I always feel like if you're going to beat Mark Farnsworth, it's not very often you'll do it by scraping through. But if it's been similar to this and they've kind of gave each other some opportunities here and there and Lee's just managed to get the sets, then maybe what he was saying wasn't far away. But it's been a strange game.
It has, yeah. No, I totally agree with you, Stevie. I think that white just pulled up, didn't it?
Yeah. You think he's maybe going to take the one to the left middle now. Probably the best he's going to get on it with that red. Yeah, it made sense. But again, if he landed in the same area, he would have been okay. But I think you would prefer to be getting it early rather than banking on it last, Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just enough. Anything but straight. Still okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I still think he's straight.
Yeah, but
for me, you're just stunning it in and giving yourself that shot.
It looks like he's going to pull it off the cushion and back out. Yeah, it was that much perfect. Fair enough. And Clint goes one in front in set number 3. Corey Reese 2-0 in front against Gareth Ibbott. And Gareth 1-0 to the good in this one. Anthony Monarch, one set up, 2 frames all with Dan Davey. Oh, these matches currently being streamed right now. As the men's, or the Open should I say, because anyone can play in this. The World Championship Open quarter-finals. I only found out it was an Open. I didn't think it was like just exclusively men's, obviously all ages and everything. But yeah, it's open to anyone, any creed, any age, anything at all. So yeah, it's not the men's, it's the World Championship. Simple as that.
Yeah. That's the way it should be, Stevie.
Yeah. Bring them in. If you have a Q and an IPA logo on your shirt, we welcome you.
So Stevie, another in off.
Yeah, straight in off. It's been weird on the breaks, eh?
Yeah, but a chance nevertheless for Lee Shepherd.
So, Sheppy still not gone. Needs to get a set on the board just to make things interesting. Yes, slightly awkward start, but he's obviously got the cue ball in hand. Just depends how he wants to work these out.
I don't think he came far enough over.
Yeah, I was going to say to you, yellow's right choice for you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. I think he would have rather been maybe another half a ball at least. And the options are there to reroute. Possibly the one on the top cushion as his last ball.
Yeah. Let's roll back down for the black. Great ball.
Yeah. The zebra.
Yeah.
That'll do nicely. ball on the top cushion will be last.
So he has a choice here, Stevie, so he can drop it in for the bottom left or the middle left. Just like that.
Yeah, good call, mate. That is absolutely spot on. And he gets one back. What needs to be done now is, I think this goes for both of them, they need to kind of look after the break a bit more.
Yeah.
Sometimes smashing them as hard as you can might seem like the right thing to do. Maybe a bit of control is required here, because there's been a lot of frames lost on their own breaks. So
Yeah.
they could be sorting that out a little bit. Yeah, good last yellow. Wasn't easy. So Clint, 2 sets up, sitting comfortable right now. Lee Shepherd has to just dig deep. It's 1 frame all.
Three. Check the break. Tied, 1 frame all. Time running.
Well, it's best break is it today.
That is super connection, good control on the cue ball.
Fantastic, Stevie. Where's that been for the last hour?
Yeah, where has that been indeed? And can he use it to his advantage? Yeah, red balls. It's just the 3 at the top left, just making things a little bit awkward for him, and then the one just below, but I think there's a case for dropping in the plant and then playing the red across. But I think if he just plays this one to the top right first, get on the reds,
Yeah.
then he can work those things out. But looks like he's pushing forward. 3-ball plant. This could get sticky here.
I think if you can control it and just drop it, I think he'll be okay here. Because the second and third ball will end up not far apart. It's okay. Question is, does the one next to the yellow go?
Yeah. Yeah, so he's played a kind of billiardy type shot. Yeah, just a slide off the other one, knock that in and get the other one out at the same time. So he's played it well. But that was my worry with the 3-ball plant. There's just, I don't believe there's a guarantee with a plant, never mind a 3-ball plant, and it can go wrong. But he's played a very, very good shot to bring it back there.
Is he straight enough? He can just sort of roll past the black.
Yeah, I think he can.
It's perfect anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, very good stuff. So, arguably, one of the best breaks. In fact, it is the best break of the match. Clint's he's had a couple of really good ones, but that for me is the best break of the match. And that is what you get when you catch them correct. Lee Shepherd 2-1 in front, but he's 2 sets to 0 behind. But as you said, mate, definitely the best break of the match.
Yeah, 100%. And he took him out nice.
That's the thing, you know yourself. Sometimes you catch them, you absolutely cream them, and balls fly everywhere, and then all of a sudden there's 1 or 2 little clusters, and it's just, you wonder what you've got to do to get a chance. But this was a good shot.
Which made me think that one next to the yellow didn't really go.
Yeah.
And if it did, he wasn't able to get out properly.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Shepard's just trying to fuel up here. Long days, especially in these sets formats. I overheard Clint saying his last match took like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Which that in just one day, brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, as you say, if that's just one match and you can come back the next day and you go, well, I can handle that, but then you told you have to go again.
Yeah.
Go and get yourself 5 minutes and then you're back on. Yeah, if you're going to win these, I often say, even in the normal tournaments, you need real good endurance and you need to be mentally strong as well as physically, but it does take it out of you. And it's not just it's not always the best player. Obviously, you need to play well to win these, but you need to have that little bit something different.
Yeah.
It just helps you over the line, and yeah, if it's some kind of energy bar that helps, then fair enough.
I mean, you're not going to sit down for a 3-course meal, are you? But yeah, totally agree. Sometimes you just don't get a chance, and it's not thought about that.
Yeah.
You think you've got all the energy in the world, but I can guarantee there'll be players thinking I should have had just a little bit just to help me through, and they lose matches.
Yeah, Anthony Monarch was playing against Josh Thomond in his last match, and we were all speaking to him out in the foyer, and he came away and he said, I was so hungry in there, I ended up eating a cheeseburger in between the match. So he stepped to the side and he said, but I didn't want to be disrespectful, so I left the other 2. I'll get them after. He had 3. You wouldn't even think. I'm looking at him.
Breed,
yeah, it's just incredible the world that we're in. Young Anthony Monarch, what a boy. Good stuff here from Clint. Good break. Again, I think Clint's been breaking better than Sheppy has, although both of them have lost the cue ball here and there.
Yeah. Well, this visit's been well worked out, Steve.
It really has. They were slightly awkward in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bring this back. Nicely done.
Absolutely plumb. Looks like all square then in the 3rd set.
Yeah, very well done, Clint Jansen. Lee Shepherd has to get another one of those hammer breaks that he had a moment ago. Because Clint, to me, starting to look like a man possessed. So if Lee Shepherd wants to stay in this match, he's going to have to do something pretty special. Yeah, what a finish that was. Really, really nice stuff.
So, Stevie, do you have the timing what the final will be played at? Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. And I know last year, I'm only looking at last year based on, I think it was about 7 o'clock. We ended up 7, 8 o'clock.
I thought it was 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you might be right. I just remember roughly when we were finishing was about 10:30, 11:15, and the party bangers and stuff going off, and it was really good and exciting. And the fact of the matter is, that was one of the maddest finals. Yeah. It was a 7-setter, and it was done probably in as good a time. I think you're right about 8, because I think it was maybe only took about 3 hours, but the pace the guys were playing at was incredible.
Yeah.
I will double check that, but I think it will be in and around that time again. It would be great to be slightly ahead of the game, but I know they've got the schedule so that we can get prepared for the final, so I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Dan Davey got the 2nd set, I can tell you. So Dan Davey 1, Anthony Monarch 1, set number 3, just getting started. And Corey Rees 1-all with Gareth Ibbott, but it's 2-0 in sets. The winner of that will play Robert Stephen, who's safely into the semi-final.
Yeah, fantastic display from Robert Stephen today.
Yeah, looking back to his old self. Big chance here for Clint to get on the hill. Does that red just drop inside? It looks like it does. Yeah, perfect angle.
Where's the red going nearest to the yellow, near the 8-ball spot?
I wonder if he'll come down and play a similar shot to what Lee did.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah.
Try and drift towards the yellow now. But again, that's got its dangers. You might even try and bring the cue ball, just kind of bring it out high. Oh, he's going to play it now.
Screw it on an offside cushion, look.
Yeah, he's in the zone.
Yeah. I think Clint's reached a point now where it doesn't matter where it is on the table.
Yeah.
He's going and he's getting them.
Yeah, I don't think he's feeling it anymore. I think the only thing he's feeling is pretty good, and he looks confident. He's cueing well. And when it starts to look like, he's well and truly overcooked that. And you know, I'll probably have a bunch of messages saying, commentators, Gus, you're a nightmare for that. And I had that at the Mark Farnsworth game, and I'm thinking there was 3 balls over the pocket. It's not my fault he missed. It's like, that's just the nature of it. But yeah, I did not expect
and it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like everyone in the building had jinxed him there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and listen, we're all...
Yeah, Stevie.
You take it for granted. We take it for granted, don't we, sometimes? And that's because we've played the game ourselves. But when we see guys of this calibre,
yeah,
we just don't expect them to miss. But
so this for Sheppey to go to a 3-2 lead. It really is a finish he needs to be taken.
yeah, I was actually going to ask you there just before he played that. How would you play this? So
yeah, so now I'd obviously come down the right side of the table, because I believe that the one closest to the blue ball spot, or the 8-ball spot, will pass into the left bottom. Or if you go a bit further and then...
yeah.
You just play into an area, Stevie.
Yeah, it was one of the ones, whether he came down the left-hand side of the table and took them slightly opposite, but I think the way he went, as you mentioned, I think you get to get your cue through the ball a wee bit better, don't you? You get a bit more control, so it's just for the viewers, kind of, a lot of people, as you probably know yourself, they love to get the cue into the bottom of the cue ball for some reason, and it's a lot of screw shots and swinging round ankles. But if you keep it simple, like Lee did there, then you seem to have more joy. And we're going to see that shot once again. He's missed it from the beginning. It was one of them. Yeah, what a chance for Lee Shepherd to stay alive. Back on the outer tables right now. And what can Gareth do here? He's obviously pretty far behind Corey himself. I'll keep you updated as the scores come in.
It's a massive break.
Wow. Yeah, I think we can... Well, do you know what? Let's not jinx him again. Yeah, I fancy him to get these yellows. Slightly awkward opener. Has to cut the yellow back, I think, into the middle. He's not going reds. Never in a million years. So, Oh, that's okay. That red could have sneaked in behind the yellow there. Yeah, that was a decent cutback, but it could have gone wrong. Could have gone really wrong. Oh, well, well, well. These are the moments for me, even though the Reds are in all kinds of trouble. I look at it, Lee's shaking his head, and I would love to be in his ear right now saying,
Yeah.
the alternative is, Lee, you've lost the frame. Because if he pops that in, then drops the plant, and then they're all gone. You're at the table when the chance a moment ago didn't seem likely. So
Yeah.
you really do have to take the positive somehow, try and find some bit of magic. Is there a hiding place? Is there a big shot somewhere? And if not, then no harm done, because you've been in real trouble anyway.
Yeah. Essentially, I mean, he shouldn't have got back to the table anyway in this frame, so if he can somehow magic something up. Is he going to swing off 2 cushions?
Oh, what a shot that would be.
I can see the shot, Steve. He's playing him.
Here we go. Oh, he's just holding, so he's going to try and get in.
Yeah, he's going to try and lay snooker, isn't he? I
And
don't blame him.
Yeah, and at the same time, there's a red ball out. Oh, that's really, really slack. Yeah, really, really slack from Lee Shepherd there. Because he could have got a good one, and it would have been a hard angle to get out because of the red at the top cushion. I think you play that a little bit fuller on the face, bounce it straight out, minimise the angle. But, unfortunately, you screw into this here. Well, that's good enough. There's still a chance. Still a half decent snooker to be had. Drop this in off the top cushion, try and get as close to the 2 reds. And all you can do is really weld it as good as you can and hope that Clint gets his angles messed up.
Yeah. Which at this level...
Yeah, it's very unlikely, but...
we'll just jinx everyone again.
Well, he's gone for the double into the big bag.
So obviously he's not happy with that and shaking his head, but I'd be sat in my chair thinking now, just next frame.
Yeah.
I'll be putting everything into the next frame to break and try and clear. So there we have it.
Yeah, Clint Jansen.
Hill in set 3. Sheppy to break to stay in the match.
So Clint hadn't lost a set until his last match, and he ended up winning the match in a decider. I actually think he might have been 3-2 down in the deciding set. I don't know for sure, but I think he might have been behind, and he's managed to come through that. It's the only match he's lost a set in, and he's came through it in a decider in the last set. So if he wins this, it'll be another match without dropping a set. It's not bad going.
No. Well, some will go, well, a lot of people will go home and say, well, I only lost three sets.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you're out first round.
Yeah, that's had a great week. Only dropped 3 sets. Oh,
Yeah.
well played. What round did you lose in first? Yeah, when you look at it like that.
Final frame, third set. Shepherd to break, time running.
I can't believe that's dry.
It's just not happened for him tonight. Sorry, because he's
Yeah.
absolutely creamed them.
You can't hit that much better. Clint just has to mind his work now. Work these out. And it should be a place in the semi-finals. Yeah, I wonder about the yellow down at the bottom right hand corner. Are you leaving that to last? Is it straightforward enough to get out? If you're on the side cushion, it's straightforward enough just to bounce off the cushion and out.
I mean, he's going to leave the one to middle to get on it, isn't he?
Yeah, so if he can get on the cushion, he should be okay.
I mean, I know there'll be hundreds of people rooting for Sheppy. And I imagine there'll be quite a few for Clint as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know, for the viewers back home, you know, it just hadn't happened for Sheppy this evening. Clint had and took out the better chances. A game very much of whose breaks best.
Yeah, there's been moments of quality here and there, and I think, listen, Clint's been good value for where he is right now. I think if he gets over the line here, there's no question the best man has won.
Yeah. Tap of the knee then from Sheppy. Do you think the writing might be on the wall, Stevie?
Yeah, good shot, good position. Get nice and close here.
Oh,
wow.
No. Cursed.
That is incredible. Is it touching? If it is, what damage can he do from it? Get close to the red. He would like to be under the red. I'm actually surprised Lee can walk. He just gave his leg a beating there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he should be out. The match should be over. Bit of an error from Clint, but can Sheppy hide the cue ball enough to cause any kind of problems? I don't think that's going to do it.
I think he's got it, Stevie, but...
Yeah, I think he's got the snooker, but I don't know if it's enough to stop him potting it. We're about to find out. Do you know, I understand the way he's played it.
Yeah.
But I think that had to be played a little bit higher, with a little bit more dig, so that you get a bit of swerve on it at the same time when it catches the cushion a bit lower down.
Yeah.
But understand the way Clint's played it, because if he just hits it, keeps it over the bag, you've got the black, you've got the red, you've still got a bit of problem down there. I get it. But me personally, I'm jacking up like a maniac there, swinging at it.
Not sure of that shot.
Yeah,
Is that a resignation from Sheppy there?
Yeah, is he just swinging his arm, hoping to catch a home run? But our work still to be done. But he's at the table, and in these situations, it's kind of all you can hope for. Can he get through that gap? We just about can. So that red, yeah, he's got at least a little bit of space.
Where's that white going? Oh, Sheppy. It's in the middle of nowhere now. Can he continue to pot his way out of trouble?
He's
Good
to come
effort.
past that. You know what? This is just one of the Hail Marys. You either keep on banging away or you throw the towel somehow. But for me, you know, I'll be honest, Adam, I'm not adverse to throwing in a little skill shot combination.
Yeah.
After the first one, I'd have probably went, you know what? This is getting 2-1. I'm not messing about. I'm just going to get myself on it, play the 2-1 and get on the black. And if I don't get it, it's been one of the matches anyway.
Yeah.
Cutting this back. Where is the cue ball going to go? Is the red going to drop? Look at this. Oh, he's got another tough one. Is the match going to stay alive? Lee Shepherd to keep us all working a little bit later, and he's got it. Where's the cue ball? Lee Shepherd has done it. Wow. That finish.
Fantastic. Absolutely nail-biting, that finish.
That reminds me, maybe 7-8 rounds into a boxing match and you're on the ropes, but you catch your opponent in the way and you just manage to stay alive.
Yeah.
And that's what he's done. He was almost out on his feet. But Lee Shepherd has stopped us all getting an early night tonight, Adam.
Yeah. Cheers, Sheppy.
Look at this. He's hit the
No.
he's hit the jaws, he's cannoned the balls, it's just...
Even that there, just...
It just couldn't land easy for him. I mean, that stays over the pocket and he still had to be left there. And then he kicks that double kiss almost in the bottom bag. A little bit of drama that we deserved.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, that was good fun. Not for the guys in the arena, right enough.
Yeah. Yeah, not for Clint. But here we go again, set 4. Well, I mean, that break, if you watch the replay, you know he looks in when you
Yeah.
watch his breaks TV.
Oh. That looks like one of the things people put on social media saying, if the cue ball's just inside this and I play it, is it a push shot? And see all these mad... Yeah, it's... Oh, no. And then Clint decides to play one of the closest shots ever, and I can't play these shots.
Yeah.
That was a nice touch. Well, Lee Shepherd stays alive. Here we are, set number 4.
So you got a few people watching now, guys, and friends and family sat with each player.
Just a little clip off it. The thing is, the balls aren't that bad, but they need a half decent starter.
Does that red go into the middle?
Yeah, I think it's
Flies in, doesn't it?
big bag as well.
I mean, maybe Clint's just waiting for Sheppy to go.
Yeah, he's inviting him to go for reds, and that's fine, but for me, the reds aren't terrible. I think that red just below, just above the red, the yellow, sorry, I think that'll go to the middle pocket, the middle right. But there's also 2 reds just below it. Perfect connectors to just flick it if needed. It also looks like it'll maybe go to the bottom right if the lower red was out the way. So, yeah, a tad surprised that he was invited to have a go. Players at this level, there he's having a look at it.
Does it go?
Yeah, I really do believe it does. I think it's one of them where you need to be in a specific area.
Yeah.
But maybe one way either way, and it's one of the awkward ones. But you can see there from that angle, once that red's out the way, and I'm actually a wee bit disappointed in Lee. But I thought he could have maybe played on that one just now, got it out the way. A little bit of power, get himself 2 cushions and out, and all of a sudden, I think he might have had a chance, but he still got it. Yeah, that tells me everything.
Very good. Very good control, that.
Yeah, he's got a shot to playing out. That was one of the... He didn't want to look the gift horse in the mouth, so he's looked at it and went, you know what, I'm okay to just play this kick, but he's got a shot to play. He played that.
Yeah.
He played that like he's 2 sets to 1 in front. He played that like he just stole the set of his life.
Yeah.
And that, as you know, Adam, that can give you a spring in your step like no energy drink on God's green earth can.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's come out swinging in his fourth set. Very good.
Yeah, so Clint inviting Lee Shepherd to have a dash. Lee has set himself a target of taking them out, and he's done it in very good fashion. Lee Shepherd goes 1 in front in set number 4. Very good finish, Adam.
Yeah, I mean that's literally the Lee Shepherd that we know. Yeah, it's a tough old game. He's pulled, isn't it?
Yeah, it drives you mad, mate. It
Yep.
really does. Just looking at Corey Reese, 2 sets in front against Gareth Abbott. You know, I almost said 2 sets to love in front. Honestly, and I also felt the need to tell you that I nearly said 2 sets to love in front, but 2 sets to 0 in front. But Gareth is 3-2 in front against Corey in that one. And here we are, Corey at the table, trying to square the set up, but it's a little bit of a tricky table, that one. Dan Davey and Anthony Mora, nothing between them, 1 set apiece, 2 frames all in the 3rd set. So Robert Stevens safely through. Himself and Harry Peart have been flying through the crowd, but Robert is already safely in the semi-final.
And he's got one, Stevie.
It's like he's trying his best to get the cue ball up and through the halo light that is above the table.
I mean, it's yellows all day long, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just think he just needs to work the pattern out. There's not much to do, really.
You know, I actually quite like taking the one to the top left just now and kind of nipping it back through the gap on the reds.
Yeah.
And then I like taking the yellows at the bottom. Then the one to the top left, one over the right middle last. I think they kind of work themselves out, but then you could probably drop it in and play the long plant.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be playing that personally, but since you've mentioned yellows, I can see about 100 different ways to go. They are definitely the balls.
Yeah. So, to quickly tell you what my thoughts are. So, I don't know if this is the same for everyone else or the people that are watching and can hear me and Stevie, but I was always told, and I can't remember who told me, that you always work away from the 8-ball inwards. And to this day, I still feel it's sort of 99% true. In this case, obviously, the 8-ball's over the middle bag.
Yeah.
Hence why I said 99%. And obviously, you want to be as close to your work as possible, so you work as far as ways needed to work inwards.
That makes sense, and it's something that I guess it depends, like the fact that the 8-ball is over the middle bag. If there's like 5 balls up the top and 2 down the bottom, and the 8-ball's down there, and you're in that top half, you try and work your way down, not going from end to end.
Yeah,
is probably the simple way to put it. But we also get the finish that Lee took a moment ago. Sometimes needs must. You have to just keep potting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and But like I said, there was a million ways that Lee could have went there. Myself and you might have been able to point out 3 or 4. And to be honest, the way Lee went, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But there's more than one way to skin a cat, and here he is on his last yellow.
He took these up nice again.
He really has. And it just shows you how quickly this magical game of pool can flip on its head.
Fantastic 2 frames from Lee Shepherd. Takes 2-0 lead in set 4. I mean, it could be a turning point if Lee was to take this set in quick succession. It's getting juicy, Stevie.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Lee Shepherd sitting in his chair only about 5 minutes ago, clapping his leg as Clint Jansen was 2 balls away from ending the match. I wonder if when Lee is a couple of balls away, if he gets there, Clint will maybe just go mental and start banging his leg. Yeah, it's mad how things can change so quickly. And I think at that point, Lee was basically just resigned to being out. It's just one of the things, and it just goes to show it's not over till it's over. Famous quote from the Rocky films, and it's never a truer word said when it comes to this game.
Which is? It's
not over till it's over.
I was always told it's not over till Fat Lady sings.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if you watched the kickboxer films, and he says, "I see no fat lady, I hear no singing, now go." Don't want to say the rest, we're on here. Yeah, fantastic. And here we go, look what happens, look what happens.
Oh, he's been kicked in as well.
Yeah, it's never over until it's over, until that hand is shaked, until that final black goes down or a concession comes. There is never a chance to give up. But we're all guilty of throwing the imaginary towel in, and I think Lee did that. But this might be a lesson to him, even if he doesn't come through, even if Clint does go over the line. It's a lesson in staying patient, because you never know. You just never ever know. I think he was trying to get those reds out a little bit better there.
Yeah.
I'm looking, the yellows aren't bad as well.
Yeah, so for me, I'd have played the same shot, but you wanted to hit that red that's now on the cushion for a bit firmer for me. However, it'd still be all right.
Yeah, he's got options on that red.
Yeah.
It does double, it obviously will go down the cushion. There's also, he could play a cheeky little plant where he plays it into the cushion in between the 2 reds, but yeah, I think the red that's on the cushion, if it goes between the 2 reds, will go towards the pocket, but you've no guarantee where the other one will go.
Yeah.
So these 3 reds at the bottom, although they're there, he needs to mind his work a wee bit.
Tell you what, Stevie, no.
Yeah, so you're going to have to take that double now.
Does it double?
Yeah, I think it does, but it's a tough old double.
He might come off bottom cushion here. No, he hasn't.
Needs to play this with a bit of pace. Yeah,
oh,
fantastic.
Class, Stevie.
Absolutely fantastic.
That is absolutely pinpoint perfection. Or as us in Yorkshire like to call it, simply lovely.
Simply lovely. I like that. Jon Snow. Yeah, brilliant.
I'm sure I've seen that on a reel.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember.
Say it like that, Jon Snow.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was the Stranger Things girl or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's ever since that. Anytime I see the name Jon Snow. Yeah, it's fantastic.
But there you have it, guys. 3-0 to Sheppy in this 4th set.
What an incredible turnaround. What an incredible match. Lee Shepherd banged his leg. He might have a bruise in the morning he hit it that hard, but he had almost given up. Did it put Clint off? I don't think it did. Yeah, I'm not having that because he had 2 balls to roll in, and
Yeah.
he's not like he's too professional. But
I don't think you'd even be thinking about it.
no, neither do I. It just dawned on me there. I'm going, no, surely not. I think he took it the right way. I think it was, we all kind of, people give a wee tap or a good shot or whatever it might be, but I think Lee was kind of just saying, yeah, that's me out. Well done, Clint, but...
Oh, that white ball was tracking, Stevie.
It just goes to show how things change. Because a set or two ago, that cue ball's in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, it's scrappy, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think the yellows are okay if he can get the one to the bottom left. If he can get through to that, I'm not sure he can. I think he can, you know. It's tight, but I think he can. I think Lee shouted foul there.
I think he might be trying for a plant here, Stevie.
Yeah, I looked at that first, but it was the yellow next to the red that was... Oh, by the way.
No. Ah, dear. I like that shot, though.
Yeah, he showed incredible imagination. To play it at the pace he played it at, also get the bad yellow out at the same time.
Yeah.
To then go side to side through the gap and flick the 8 ball and go in. 3-0 in front, fighting for his life. That's harsh.
Yeah, very. I think we'll call this game unorthodox, Stevie.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's going on, corner.
It really is. Swinging from all angles. And now Clint will take these yellows. And is this another pendulum swing towards Clint Jansen getting over the line?
Yeah, just an easy pattern left.
Yeah, so yellow over the middle will be the last ball. Absolutely incredible how this match can change from side to side, end to end. It just goes one way and another. Clint must have been sitting there thinking, okay, deciding set, here we come.
Yeah.
And then he's out his seat. Why not a little bit of drama just to finish it all off?
Yeah, just drop it in. I'll tell you what, he pinched the right side of that bag, or the left side, sorry. Very good.
Yeah, well done, Clint Jansen.
3-1 then, and I believe it's Clint's break. I mean, you've got to be seriously unlucky to going off from there. See on your screens. Amy Beauchamp is playing, is it Daniel Randell?
Yeah, good to see Danielle back here as well. I know she's going to be playing in a lot of pool over the course of the year. To have her and our great man John McAllister back in the IPA, fantastic. Can't have too many good players.
Yeah.
In the women's and the men's, regardless
It's fantastic.
It is absolutely first class. Yeah, a little awkward looking table. Clint down early doors. That's a decent shot.
91, Stevie. 91.
He's going to jab back down the same cushion. Yeah. She's going to want... Yeah, I think he was looking to get a little angle. Then maybe go side cushion, just flick the yellow out.
Yeah.
Well, if he is a bit too straight, which he is, I mean, he could play the really thin cut, and he's going straight into it, but you lose a little bit of control that we spoke about earlier, but sometimes need must. So he's going to try and get that angle now from the bottom one.
Not forgetting though, Stevie, he's got the one next to the other red that he could go into it now if he's not too straight.
I think that's the one he's looking at now.
Can he punch it?
And I actually think that yellow...
Well, he's played a really good shot, but it just, yeah, like the others, it just hasn't come out for him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the yellow on the baulk line, I think he'll go forward here anyway, even if he doesn't get the pot correct. But the cue ball, if he gets it and rolls forward, he's going to have a shot regardless. Fantastic. Oh, wow. That looked in all the way. But you know what? I know myself and yourself haven't lifted a cue this week. Every single player, Mark Boyle sat next to me not so long ago, said the tables are super tight. He said it's what we need, it's the test that we want. Good players should be playing on those kind of conditions rather than balls sliding in from everywhere. You might get the odd one that you play at a certain pace.
Yeah.
But the guys have said if it catches the outside knuckle, he's like, I'm sorry, but they're just not going. For me, I've always been a great believer if when you miss, you miss. Rather than, oh, I've missed that and then it drops in.
Yeah.
I thought he nailed that. I really did.
I did, to be fair, Stevie, yeah.
Well, are we going to a deciding set?
Why not, Stevie?
Yeah, why not? We're here anyway.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here all week. So Lee Shepherd, what a turnaround it has been. 2 sets apiece. Lee Shepherd, Clint Jansen. Stay with us, guys, because this is really going to go down to the wire.
2 sets all. This is the 5th and final set. Lee Shepherd to break. Time running.
Here we go, guys. It is a deciding set that we did not think we were going to get. We all thought there was a possibility of an early night for all of us. However, who would want to have any less of this? Lee Shepherd fighting, scratching, clawing, and Clint Jansen, who has had moments of absolute brilliance. And then, to be fair, he really just sat in his seat there after that puncher's finish from Lee Shepherd to get the match all square. Cue ball is going to drift. It stayed out. I think Clint, he's actually on the yellow to the middle. Or is the black in the way? I think the black might be in the way, guys. Yeah, take the extension. Yeah, you can see from slightly higher. I think he might be able to just slide the yellow, but at the end of the day, he has to make sure he doesn't leave Lee anything at the same time. Right, that allows Lee now to play his way into this frame because that yellow is in a world of trouble. I don't know what happened with the shot clock there. That's a couple of times that's happened. Yeah, it's dropped in. It's not all straightforward here. Yeah, you want to get the bag. Good shot, because going absolutely crazy for a finish when it's not on, it's not the time for that after fighting to keep yourself in here. Now, is there any kind of opportunity here for Clint to make a move? I think the fact that that red, you know what, there is a couple of balls that could maybe make something happen, even playing it in off. Dan Davey, I can tell you, 2-1 in front of Anthony Morat, but it's 1 each in that full set. Keep you all posted, guys. So can Clint pull something out the bag here? Daniel Randall, Amy Beauchamp. 1 all and 3-1 to Amy in the set. So it's all go. And that is a fantastic shot. He's slightly behind on the 2 yellows in the middle of the table, but he just has to get out. He's looking at the one to the top right. Probably makes more sense if he doesn't get it right. He at least gets the pocket. Yeah, he's played it into the cushion, so it was never in. Lee's got a bit of work to do. Is he going to try and thin this in and come across? Oh. So you might have seen, guys, everybody was looking when the camera went on there. I actually thought Lee had played the shot before he did, and I'm thinking, are we behind here? But there's actually, it's all going on in the outer tables as well. And the crowd are getting a little bit excited. Just a little bit. Corey Reese 2-1 up on Gareth Hibbett in sets, and Gareth Hibbett 1 frame ahead now. Corey was close to getting that one done, but it is just goes to show the way sets really do make a difference. You're never ever out of it, and we can attest to that right here. Needs to bounce, might have a double in the big bag. Big shot from Lee here. First frame, set number 5. He's going to have to play another.
Another double, Stevie, incoming.
Yeah, Adam, it's just mad the way this match has gone. Things were starting to get a little bit too perfect. We had to get a bit of madness back into it. Oh, he's got it.
He's nailed it, Stevie.
Needs to just keep this off the cushion. And he didn't. You know yourself, you have to just go and play the shot. He's down quick. Maybe a little bit too quick, but he was feeling it, and that's fine.
Yeah. At this stage of the match, I think they are going to be feeling it out there. But one thing is for sure, that Sheppy's he's got the bite back now.
I must admit, this is half a chance. The ball could go anywhere. Maybe needs to watch the cue ball. Could crash the red into the right middle and then go straight in the top left corner. He's left him a hit. Oh, and like I said, that cue ball was always going to be tracking. Just for a moment, it sounded like I knew what I was talking about there, Adam, you know. Just for a moment. Yeah, big chance now for Clint.
I mean, whatever happens from here, Stevie, it has actually been a really good match.
Yeah, it has.
I think if Clint does get over the line in this frame, Sheppy just needs to keep his head.
Yeah, fantastic bit of cueing from Clint Jansen there. Powering at home. And now, pretty straightforward yellow and black to get him in front in the quarter final there. I think that might be a result, guys. Amy Beauchamp has, I think she's beaten Danielle Randall in the ladies' quarter final. Well done, Clint Jansen. couple of big shots there from Sheppy. Just
Yeah.
that cue ball just got away, and he was down quick. I don't think he wanted to kind of drag it out, but for me, bit of a mad frame once again.
You can feel the tension, can't you? You feel it getting a little bit edgy.
Yeah, and Dan Davey, who is absolutely cruising now, playing really well. He's in front in the match. He's going to get his extension. While he does do that, Emma Cunningham will play Rebecca Kenny. Amy Beauchamp will play Yvonne Ewan. That is a ladies' semi-final, and that will happen tomorrow. I don't have any times in front of me just yet, but I can tell you that that is the ladies' semi-final. Emma Cunningham, Rebecca Kenny, Amy Beauchamp, and Yvonne Ewing. So here we go, Clint Jansen to break off. And it's not bad. Just missed the red on the way by, or it could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
But this is
absolutely crucified them, didn't he?
Absolutely blitzed them, and what a chance. So
Yeah,
the yellow.
fantastic stuff.
Yeah, yellow to the left middle. I think it has to be. Can he see anything else? I'm not sure.
He's looking at reds, I
Oh,
think.
red balls.
He's going through the gap.
Yeah, maybe the red at the top and off the yellow. Yeah, that's going to be second ball. He just needs to mind his work a wee bit here, just to make sure. That looks straightforward enough. That doesn't mean you don't have to take care of it.
Yeah.
I think he's actually a little bit fortunate there. He could have landed in real trouble. He's managed to leave himself just enough of a gap, I think, to the red. That's closest to the left middle pocket. And then he'll be going back up for the ball that he was just on.
Yeah.
I wonder, Adam, if the red actually goes to the top left. Maybe he was just going to play on it.
I think this is the first time that we've seen Clint out of his comfort zone. Is he feeling the bite?
Yeah, it is a decider. Well, deciding set, should I say, but so he was on this better a moment ago. A big shot.
And
I think
looks okay, but he's wrong side, I think.
he's not liking it. He's slightly wrong side, so can he pinch it just a bit?
Yeah, he's. To be honest, Stevie, I know he's ran through, but I think he milked it a little bit.
Yeah. Just a touch.
Yeah. Either way, still a good shot. And this black then.
He put his hand up to Lee there, I think. Maybe gave Lee a little bit of false hope, but the thin nick on the black is high. That was never in. Mark Boyle sat with me earlier, and I have to say this. And it was a Dan Davey match, and he said, "Oh, he didn't even put his hand up." And I said, "Well, Mark," and he went, "Don't tell me, Stevie, you don't." And I said, "It's not that I don't." I said, "I just do it at the end of the frame. If I get a little bit,
Yeah.
and the frame ends, and I've got it, my hand will go up because I know I've had a slice. But if I put my hand up, and then something goes wrong, when I'm not exactly sorry, it's just acknowledging that I maybe got a little slice."
Yeah.
I said, "So I won't do it to the end of the frame, but I will acknowledge it." And he went, "It's maybe just now etiquette with your opponent and all that. I says, no, listen, I've nothing against people that do it. I just prefer to do it at the end, and it's because of that. It's happened to me in the past, and then you kind of beat yourself up thinking, why am I apologising when we all get it? We all get a little slice here and there, but that moment just made me think of that conversation earlier with Mark, and there you go. That is incredible.
And here we go, Stevie.
Yeah, here we go.
1-1.
It's gonna go all the way. I ain't gonna bet against it.
No.
Deciding set, deciding frame. Why not? We've come this far.
And it's all margins, isn't it? Because you think to yourself, if Clint would have got an extra ball's worth
exactly
on his last ball for the 8 ball, it's a different story.
Yeah.
It's 2-0.
Yeah, so true. And there's Dan Davey, who is 2 sets to 1 in front, 1 set away from a place in the semi-final himself. Young Anthony Monarch in the quarter-final stages for the 2nd year on the trot. Can he go one better? He's going to have to dig deep, give everything, and try and drag Dan Davey back. He's 2-1 in front in this set. Well, he is 2 sets to 1 behind. We'll keep you posted on that one.
Dry, he's looking dry and safe. Yeah, Sheppy put his hand up there for Clint.
I heard someone shouting, safety break. Yeah, unless it was at a different table and something happened, but I mean, I don't know if you can get he's good at these little shots. I can't play these. I'm fouling.
I don't think that was the right shot. I don't think Clint's happy about something.
I'm not sure if that was a foul.
Yeah, like a push.
And Clint actually questioned it himself. He looked at the referee, looking for the referee, and Lee looked at the referee, and it's obviously Darren's allowed it to go. It's a tough one when it's played that quick. Yeah. Not deliberately, but
yeah.
I think it's one of them. And you know, after this match and some of the stuff I've seen from Clint, I actually think he's probably the best player on the planet, really close to the cue ball and the object ball. But I think that looked a little. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just one of them. It looked like that, but the 2 balls kind of went in the same direction. But what do you know? I'm just a daft commentator. But he's giving Lee a chance. I mean, 2 sets all, 1 frame apiece.
He's going to use a little bit left hand side here, Stevie.
Yeah, you want to stay away from these reds. Oh, good shot.
No.
I think he's yeah, but I actually think it was brave to try and play through the gap of the reds, because he could have dropped it and then left a long yellow, but that's not a gimme, that yellow. It's just above the bottom left corner. That's a fantastic shot.
Yeah, very good from Sheppy there. Very, very good. I think there's been glimpses out of this game, hasn't it, from Sheppy?
I think at the beginning of this match, Clint was just unplayable in some spells. There was a few moments where he went in off himself, and a couple of little bad positional shots maybe here and there. Lee was struggling to keep with him, and I think I said at one point, Clint was real good value for his lead, and but since that kind of puncher's finish that Lee pulled off to get the set, just to get back in the match, kind of steamrolled the one before to get level, although Clint did have a chance and didn't take it. It kind of has been Ollie Shepherd.
Yeah.
Game of
Some
two
good
halves.
stuff played.
Yeah, so I'm in here complaining, and it's something. It's not even. Is it maybe past my bedtime, right enough? 4 minutes past 10. Not bad going.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm usually in bed by now, Stevie.
Yeah. Gareth and Corey still banging away.
Happy days.
Yeah, bad distance here for Corey. I'm assuming he's on the yellow. Maybe just going to drop this in and leave the cross double, do you think? Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I think he's got away with it.
Yeah, he has. He can just double that now, can't he?
Yeah.
Screw out a little bit. So, Clint to break.
He needs one of his big ones. He's had a few. This one is dry.
Yeah, it's a... Apologies. Yeah, it's a messy one.
Yeah, I don't think he caught them as good as he would have liked there, Adam.
No,
not as clean as some of the others. Yeah, there's some work to do here. I think you would like the reds. Only because you've got the one at the top left that you can use to maybe nudge the other, but
yeah.
even at that, there's still real work to be done. There's nothing easy here.
Yeah, very good stuff from Lee. Percentage pull at its finest there.
Just seen, we've got a doubles match on just now. Andy Appleton and Christopher Hall, and they're playing Michael Rhodes, a former world champion, and Ian Jeff, but it's 5-2. That Michael Rhodes and Ian Jeff are behind. Keep you posted on as much as we can, but right now, this is the one that matters. I think the one thing he's maybe got out of that, I don't think that red goes now to the top left.
There's a chance though, Stevie. It's a small one, but there's a chance.
Is there maybe... Are you thinking top right? Yeah. Top cushion, straight into the theorem?
The middle one.
Yeah.
Of the three.
So here we go. This is the shot that could make or break Clint Jansen's World Championship. It's not bad.
He doesn't look happy with that, but...
Yeah, it's not bad.
Everything goes now. I just find Clint to be a little bit negative at the minute.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's had big chance to win, and he's been clawed back, hasn't he?
You remember a point when I was saying he looks confident, he looks like he's right in the zone now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do agree. There's definitely a difference in his demeanour. I mean, Lee could play quite a cute shot here. Could just bring the cue ball back behind that yellow. Yeah. I like it. I really do, especially with the 8 ball down there.
Big frame is this, Stevie?
Yeah, this is the frame for me that will break the camel's back one way or another. If Lee gets it, I don't know if I'm convinced that he'll lose from there, but
Big bag at this bottom right corner.
Yeah.
And I believe he can see that one closest to the right middle.
Oh, he can. He can. Adam, you're bang on.
Nailed it.
Clean.
What's he on?
What is he on? I think the answer is not much.
I mean, he's got one to the top right.
Yeah.
Oh, top left, sorry. It depends whether he can hold it or not, Stevie, for me. Needs a bit of luck.
It's not bad.
I tell you what, just if the red closest to black goes in that middle bag, left middle, I think he's away. It does look tight, so he might have a little bit of work to do here.
Yeah, well, just jab across and maybe play the plant on the two reds. Oh, that's even better.
That's class, isn't it?
At this stage, I'm sitting here thinking, just keep it simple, just jab past it, don't try and kick it, don't try. 2 sets all in a World Championship quarter-final match against one of the best to play the game. And he's looking very composed.
Yeah.
And yet again, listen, it's not perfect. But sometimes you don't get to be perfect. You have to just make it happen.
Yeah. Does that double?
I think it does, yeah. I think when you see the angle it will hit the cushion at. Lee Shepherd.
It's class.
Lee Shepherd, take a bow, my friend. That is different class.
Looked like he miscued that, Stevie. Well, it's class, mate.
That was different class.
What a different person to what we're seeing in the first half.
When I seen him cueing bottom left, and I thought to myself, normally if I'm just going to stab out, I might put a tiny tracer right hand side, bottom cushion, just to make sure I don't come away from the ball. And I'm wondering what he's doing. I'm thinking, surely he's not screwing 2 cushions to get on a ball at the opposite side. What a phenomenal shot from Lee Shepherd. He is 3-1 in front in this last, it's the last set. It's the deciding set.
What a match, Stevie.
Absolutely sensational.
I think it's one of them now where you just don't want it to end. But yeah, it's been
Absolutely incredible, Adam, and I'm blown away, as you are, with the change in Lee's demeanour from those first couple of sets. And I know it's dead easy to get down when things are going against you. But as I said, it reminds you of the guy on the ropes who throws that haymaker and all of a sudden the fight changes, and boy has he come out fighting.
yeah. He has. I'll tell you what, Stevie. Just stay calm and composed and just work that pattern out.
Yeah, could not have said it better for a place in the World Championship semi-final here in the Cedar Court Hotel in Bradford. Supreme Pool and all our support that have made this happen. Lee Shepherd has a chance to go one step closer. Am I mad for thinking yellows there? Did it matter? They both were really good.
Yeah, and I don't think it mattered.
Just needs to, nice and easy, 2 cushions in round.
Needs to slow up.
I think he's good. He wanted to be on the one to the top right. I don't think he is.
I was going to say if he is, it's absolutely dollies, isn't it?
I think he might be able to get it with a little trace aside. Yeah, he's playing really low, so he's just going to drift it past it. That'll do.
You see the cue ball spin there,
Yeah.
so he has put a slight bit of right hand side on.
He had to let go of the position there to make sure of the pot. But then he makes up for it with a fantastic bit of cueing back in line to just drop these two in. Lee Shepherd is going to be in the World Championship semi-final, and I mean, what a match.
What a match.
Wow, what a match, Adam. It really did have a little bit of everything, and Sheppy goes one step closer.
I mean, sat here as a commentator, I didn't think I'd be lost for words, but he's just come out swinging in the second half and just took it to Clint, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did.
What a fantastic game that you've just witnessed.
Absolutely first class. Well done, Lee Shepherd.
Yeah, so we're back onto the Corey Reese match for now. So as you can see on the screen, the latest is Dan Davey, who's 3-2 up in the fourth set, currently leading 2-1 in sets against Anthony Monarch. And for those that just watched the Lee Shepherd versus Clint match, absolutely phenomenal. Great stuff, great entertainment, and it's what pool's all about. Right guys, we're going to hand over to Stevie.
Welcome back, guys, after what I can only describe as one of the most epic encounters I've ever commentated on. It was an absolute privilege, and I can see the emotions in your eyes. Lee Shepherd, congratulations, mate, well done. That was one of the up and down matches, and I can see it's taken a bit out of you.
Yeah, I'm glad it's the last match of the night, to be honest, because I don't think I've got anything left to give. I thought I was then buried. 2-0. Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, take a deep breath. Listen, you were dead and buried. At the start of the match, your break wasn't going for you. Coming in off a couple of times as well, there was a few moments here and there. Sometimes you have to stay patient, and I could see probably the way you were playing the game, that patience was running out a little bit. You kind of flung your arm at a couple of things, and it was understandable. And then the moment I saw when you tapped your leg, and then when he made that mistake, I thought, is this the puncher's chance? Is this a chance to come out swinging? You took a finish that was, I can only describe as one of the head-wrecking mad finishes. You had to just keep potting, but that's what kept you going.
That's the thing with this format. Obviously, when you're kind of on the hill and then you lose that set, all of a sudden you were like within touching distance, and then the next thing you need 4 frames again, and that's what's kept me going for the last couple of days, to be honest, because I haven't been at my best, but I feel like my best pull really come out at the end there. Like, I couldn't have. But a lot of it was probably because I felt like I had a free crack of the whip when he made that mistake, and it just doesn't happen very often. And I've been the one who's made that mistake and probably not held myself together, like, under the pressure, and that's what makes it better. Like, I've been down with myself for a while, so to get over the line.
I mentioned, you might watch it back at some point, I don't know, but I mentioned early on in it, probably the only thing, it's not ability, the only thing that probably keeps you down is that deep belief that you deserve to be there with the big boys. Getting deep in a world championship, whether you're going to win it or not, but being in there, being in the mix, winning these matches in the fashion that you've won them in, you need to start believing that you belong.
Yeah, I should. To be honest, though, like, before I come, I wasn't probably in the best form, and I just thought, you know, I haven't done loads with Noel Flannery, the Cuesports Hub. I've just watched a couple of little videos. I've subscribed, I watched a couple of little videos, and I just thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come play with a smile on my face. I'm just going to enjoy it. Even before that match, I thought I beat Ronan McCarthy, probably one of the best players ever. Mark Farnsworth, probably one of the best players ever. Richard Swaffield, very, very good player. So I just thought, free crack of the whip, I'm just going to go and enjoy it. And even though I was 2-0 down, I was actually still enjoying it, which I've never enjoyed. I never enjoyed losing. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be enjoying losing, but I was just sat there thinking, well, I'm just going to shake his hand. He's been flawless. That's it. Game over. Thank you very much.
That's the thing. Clint was practically flawless in the early part of the match. He looked like he was good value for his lead.
Absolutely.
And if he got over the line at that point, nobody could argue.
No, I thought it was a 3-0 game all day long, really. But I feel like I've made them mistakes before and they've punished me, and I've doubted myself that I haven't got it in the big time and in the big moments, and I've proved a few things to myself after that, really. But I mean, when I seen you in the toilet, I was telling you about when you were saying about the boxer thing, and I felt like I was Carl Froch against Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah,
he got smashed all over for 12 rounds, but he was still standing, and that was enough. And I was on my last legs, but I've just gave it absolutely everything, so I'm over the moon. Couldn't be happier.
You gave the sets a mention, and I'm a big advocate for the sets play. This right here is the reason why I love it. It might not be easy to play in, it might be tough to play in, but you're never dead. You're always in there fighting, and that just proves it.
Yeah, obviously I should have lost 3-0, no doubt about it, but when you make that mistake, like, you do get punished, and it's just nice to be on the right end of one for a change.
Well, mate, you're in the semi-finals. You're still here fighting. You do need to go and maybe decompress a wee bit. So massive congratulations. Well done, Lee Shepherd.
Cheers, mate. I've told the wife, get yourself upstairs, so there we go.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Lee. Wow, what can I say that probably won't be said about that match? It had a little bit of everything. Lee was dead and buried. He was gone at one point. He gave a little tap to his leg, and I think Clint probably thought the match was over at that point. But back swinging came Lee Shepherd, and he is in the semi-finals tomorrow. There is still matches going on just now, so you will be able to keep an eye on those. But tomorrow morning, guys, we will be back. We'll have massive finals tomorrow, but it does start with semi-finals. So please, please join us tomorrow morning. From all of us here at the IPA, good night.